So when it comes to having the best chance to be able to make the most sales on eBay, it all comes down to two different things, your title and your picture, because these are the two things that the potential customer is going to see before they actually click into your listing. It's very similar to YouTube. You probably clicked on this video because of my thumbnail or my title, and that works the same way with eBay. Potential customers are clicking on your listing because of your picture and your title. So it's very important to make sure that you're using the best picture possible. Now, when it comes to picking the best picture, there's two types of pictures that you could use. You can either use a picture with text on it, or you can use a picture with a clear white background. Now, to be very honest with you, you can have success with both. It all depends on your competitors, and it all depends on what you can do to stand out amongst the crowd. And essentially, it all comes down to testing different options so that you can see which one you have the better results with. But just to give you an example of what I mean when I say clear white background, so I've just jumped onto eBay and I've typed in Blender. As you can see, that majority of the results have a clear white background. Now, this one has some text in it. We can see that this one here has a clear white background. This one also has it as well. This one has it. So the majority of these listings don't necessarily have any text in the actual image. However, if I type in something like Bluetooth speaker, we can see that majority of the results at the top, this one has some text in it. This one says Bluetooth right there. This one says Bluetooth. This one has a bunch of text at the top. And I just want to show you one more example. I'm just going to jump over to phone case. As you guys can see, majority of these ones don't necessarily have any text, but what they do have is an image of a hand. As we can see, there's a hand right here. There's a hand over here. So the main point that I'm trying to say is that depending on what products you're selling, it's all going to depend on how you're going to do your images. If you're selling a product that majority of the sellers that are selling that product have text in their main image on their listing, then you might have to do the same as well. It all depends on what products you're selling, because most people come to me on a regular basis and say, Sam, should I put text in my image? Should I put this in my image? But I've noticed that over the years of me selling on eBay, the success that I've seen has come from trial and error. So I might try to list my product using it with a plain background. I may or may not get results. And then what I'll do from that point is try and remove that listing and then list it again. And maybe the second time put text on the image, see what happens there. If I don't get results, I just keep testing various different variations until something sticks. But one important fact that I found out when it comes to selling on eBay and picking the best image to use is that eBay actually pays for Google ads so that sellers' listings end up on Google. Like, for example, if I just jump onto Google now and I type in Blender, as you can see, some customers don't necessarily go directly to eBay. What they do is that they go over to Google and type in the item that they're searching for, and then from here they're going to have various different options that they can choose from. As you can see right there, Amazon uses Google Shopping ads when it comes to promoting their listings. But if we just scroll down a little bit, we can see a listing from eBay right here. So if a customer clicks on this listing, it's going to take them directly to eBay. And not only that, a customer can also filter by the seller, so they can filter it from Argos, Currys, eBay, etc, etc. So if a customer wanted to view all of the eBay listings, they can click right there. And one important fact that you guys need to know about using Google Shopping ads, because I use Google Shopping ads for my Shopify website, and one thing that I know about them is that they don't like it when you upload an image that's not necessarily clean. They want to make sure that the image doesn't have any text, any watermarks or anything like that for you to be able to use Google Shopping ads. And as we can see, majority of these eBay listings that are on Google Shopping don't have any text. All of them have a clean white background. So one of the initial important takeaways that you guys need to be aware of is that if you do want to have a chance of being able to make some sales through people that are shopping on Google, when it comes to them buying your eBay listings, you might want to use an image that has a clean white background. And one important point as well is that eBay don't necessarily tell you when they're going to put your listing on Google. It's a random thing, so you never know exactly when your listing is going to be on Google. But I've seen my listings on Google many times, so it's something that they do quite often. Now you're probably asking yourself, Sam, where exactly do I get an image of the product that I'm selling with a clean white background? Now if you've been watching my videos, I always talk about Alibaba.com. That's where I find majority of my suppliers. And if you have gone to Alibaba to source your product, then you can always go back onto your suppliers page and see if they've got images of the product that you can save and then use as your product image when it comes to listing it on eBay. Like, for example, if you're selling a Wi-Fi doorbell, you're going to come onto Alibaba like this, scroll down, and as you can see, there's already some images here of some clean white background. So let's click on this one right here. So you don't necessarily need to go to your exact same supplier that you used when it came to importing the product. You can just go into Alibaba.com and find any image from any supplier, as long as it's the same product that you're selling. So straight away, we can see that this supplier has clean background images for this particular product. So what you'll simply do is just right click, save as, and then upload it as an image on eBay. Another thing that you can do is jump over to Amazon. So as you can see, I've just typed in Wi-Fi doorbell, and Amazon make most of their sellers upload images with a clean white background. Straight away, as you can see, majority of these sellers don't necessarily have any text on their images. And if you're selling a particular product, you can jump over to Amazon and see if the same product is being sold, and 9 times out of 10 it will be. As we can see right here, this is the exact same doorbell that we just saw on Alibaba.com. So you can either go onto Alibaba or Amazon to find a clear white background for the products that you're trying to sell. Now, if you remember what I said from the beginning, when it comes to a customer clicking on your listing, it's either going to be the title or it's going to be the picture that you use. Now, the reason why the title is slightly more important than the picture that you use, of course the picture is very important because without a good picture, customer's not going to click. But with a good title, you're going to be able to rise higher in the eBay search results because that's the information that eBay uses when it comes to knowing how to rank your product. So it's very important to make sure that you're using a really good title and you're using the right keywords within your actual listing. These are the things that's actually going to push you higher in the eBay search results. So sticking with Wi-Fi doorbell, I've just jumped onto eBay and typed in Wi-Fi doorbell. I'm going to scroll down to the first one that's not sponsored in the list. So this one's sponsored, this one's sponsored, this one's the first one that's not sponsored. So I'm going to click into it. So not only is it the image and the title that will make a potential customer click on this listing, which has enabled this seller to make over 188 sales, but it's also the information that they're putting in their listing specifics, which is right here, as you can see, item specifics, as well as their listing description, which is all of this information right here. All of this text in the actual listing is what's going to allow eBay to know how to rank this product depending on what a customer types in into the search results. So if you are selling a similar product where you don't necessarily know what keywords you should be using, because for me personally, the only keywords that I know when it comes to selling a Wi-Fi doorbell is Wi-Fi doorbell. I don't know anything else in terms of what to put in my actual listing description. So there's two ways that you can find out what keywords you should be using. You can either go onto your competitor's listing to see what keywords they've put in the actual listing, but with that you're going to have to fish out what keywords they've put. So you're going to have to read through their whole description, figure out which ones are the keywords, which ones are the common words that they've put in their listing, because if you're not aware, when it comes to SEO, which is search engine optimization, you need to make sure that you jam pack your listing with as many keywords as possible, even if it means you put in the keyword over and over again. So you can either go for your competition's listing, see what keywords they've put, or you can use a software like Zik Analytics. So this is a software that I use for various different things when it comes to doing product research, but I also use it when it comes to figuring out what keywords I should be using within my actual listing. So the way that you can use it is by coming to this section here where it says title builder, and then from this point you're going to select your location. So depending on where you're selling the product, you're going to select that right there. The sell date range, 30 days, I normally leave it at that. Marketplace, you're going to select eBay. You can either exclude a particular phrase, but for now we don't want to do that. And then over here I'm going to type in Wi-Fi doorbell, just like that, and then I'm going to click on search. So as you can see, Zik Analytics is able to provide us with all of the keywords that we need to be putting within our actual listing and our title, and it breaks it down from the amount of competition that particular keyword has, as well as the amount of sales that that keyword was able to generate within the last 30 days. So we can see that camera doorbell is a better keyword to use because more people are searching for that every single month. The next one after that is doorbell smartphone. So now we know that majority of people that want to use a Wi-Fi doorbell also want to use it with their smartphone, which is obvious, but this reminds us that we need to put the word smartphone in our actual listing and our title. And as you can see over here, it breaks it down in terms of the amount of sales it was able to generate. So camera doorbell was able to generate 354 sales in the last 30 days, and Zik Analytics ranks it from the most sales down to the least amount of sales. But what I tend to do is copy all of these keywords because these are the ones that have the most searches, and then I'll put it in my listing. But I'll make sure that when I'm typing out my listing and my description, I make sure to put it in a way that it makes sense. I'm not just going to copy and paste all of these keywords and just throw it into my listing. You need to make sure that you type it out in a way that the eBay algorithm is able to understand it. And then when you're now listing your product, you make sure to put all of the keywords in your item specifics, as I already said, and in your actual listing as well. So those are the key things that you need to be aware of when it comes to using the right keywords within your actual listing, as well as using the right images. Remember, when it comes to using images, it all depends on what your competition is doing and what you can do to stand out. But at the same time, if you want to get ranked on Google, then you might want to use a clean white background. But it all depends on what the images look like within the search results for the products that you're selling. If you want to watch a video that I made recently where I broke down the 3 things that I wish I knew before I actually started selling on eBay, then you can click right there. If you enjoyed this video, then you're definitely going to enjoy that one. Don't forget to press the like button on this video, it'll be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe down below, hit the bell notification. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.